Hello and welcome back. Yeah, so Prague's time. Let's go straight to it. Yeah, I'm hyped. I kind of want to see. This is my first year with this team that I'm like confident in our abilities. Um, yeah, it's actually not too bad O line, guys. All right, so first off, Reginald had a bad Prague. Great. Um, he's probably going to open the season's third string here, to be honest. All right, running back wise, of course it's going to be Henderson. Um, I want to see how Samaj Austin did last year. Yeah, not great. Not horrible, but I don't know if it's worthy of keeping him as the backup. Let's see, wide receiver. Edwards will slot in as the third. Yeah, actually, back real quick. Collins. I think what we'll do is like that. All right, tight end. Edwards will be behind. So Ross will be the starter. Edwards and Bagley will play a bit. We're really deep now at tight end. We're actually really competent. Even once Darian Clark comes back, we're going to be okay there. Justin Davis, probably the weak link, but we'll see. We're a little bit better at corner, but we're not great. We're fine at safety, fine at punter, fine at kicker. I gotta find my punter. There, Rod Derrick is. Alright. Nick Curtis will take over special teams. That's cool. That's special teamer. Let me see if there's a quarterback out there. Not really. Let's see. Ring back. The Great Progs. Honestly, kind of tempted to go for Leak here, but I know that Henderson can definitely do it. So I think O-line then is, let's see, is there a DL or a linebacker? Ooh. Probably. Nothing great. But there is some linebackers that could help. We could definitely use a new linebacker. No joke. I would love to pick up a linebacker here. Who's the cut candidate? Let's see. Probably one of the tight ends. Cut Ty Johnson. And we'll cut Bowles. Bowles didn't do anything last year. Big, honestly, disappointment. All right. We'll start with Devine. I don't want to bring him for that long. Never mind. All right. Hubbard is not too bad for. Yeah. There we go. Picking up two linebackers right off the bat. Strengthening up our weakest defensive position significantly. Now we just need to make sure they're not interfering with other positions. Blah, blah, blah. And we're good. All right. So, honestly, let me take a look at our O-line here. Our O-line isn't too bad. It's a little worse than last season. Hey, look, we have Ivory. That's cool. But the big problem is Gillard. The big problem is quarterback. So Gillard, once again, slotting in as the starter to open the season. Honestly, not too bad in the season opener, but I don't have a lot of faith in this team from a quarterbacking standpoint. Henderson will have to carry the load, but we've picked up a victory. Wow. Actually, really good quarterbacking to start off the season from Gillard. That's quickly appearing that he's not as bad as last season. Still not great, but Henderson's racking up the carries. Oh, and he got hurt, but he's already at 300 yards. Normal Henderson stat line. Gillard is actually playing really well, but we aren't doing great. We'll see if we can turn that around or if I might need to make a quarterback switch. Wow. Okay. So, despite fine play from Gillard, we're really struggling to win games. And we're getting blown out in really high scoring games. Honestly, though, our defense isn't that bad. It's just not great, but it's not bad. I guess even injuries aren't really an excuse. I don't really understand why we're losing games that bad. I mean, we don't have a quarterback that's putting up big stats. Wow. We didn't even score, but he didn't throw picks. It's kind of the important thing. It's just blowing my mind that we're just not scoring at all. I guess I'll give him one more game, but if we open the season with that many losses, he might. All right, well, at least he got hurt, and then of course McGee he throws 3 picks. All right, Reginald, you're in, and of course he got hurt too. Um, cool, cool. Yeah, our team is great. Hey, got our second victory right at the trade deadline, so there's that. Um, face of the franchise right now, Henderson. Um, honestly though, he's looking like he's worth that second round pick. I know his yards per carry aren't great, but in 2 seasons with the team, he's going to probably be just less than 1,000 yards a season. And he's having almost as good a year as his absolutely dominating season. So yeah, it's what it is here, but he's not doing too bad. I'd love to get a real quarterback. Really, not even lying a little bit. I think we have one more season of Gillard's massive deal. Ooh, Evan Henderson picking up a big scoring game. That's cool. He approaches 1,000 yards. But we've consistently been. It's crazy that he's got that many yards. We're 3-9, 4 games left in the season, but he's over 1,000 yards. Honestly, though, if he averages 20 yards a carry, he could potentially push for another 300 carry season. With the season basically being over, I guess I'll give it to Gillard to go out the rest of the season, see what he can do. But honestly, I don't know if I want to explore more Reginald Johnson. I guess we got nothing to lose, you know? It's one of those tough, decisions, I guess. 1 second. All right. We'll see how he does. Not great off the bat here. 21 rushes in I think 1 or 2 games. All right. So he needs 13 rushes, and he'll reach 300 for the second time with me. This dude might go down as one of the most carried running backs in league history. Like, no joke, because I have no reason to bench him. He's been phenomenal for me. He's cost effective. Sure, he's definitely slowed down. He definitely isn't as explosive as he was, but he's a workhorse. All right, so Reginald does not throw a touchdown and loses every game he's played. He's not the answer. Gillard looked better than last season, but still not great. Henderson putting up the stats, but not really being super effective. So we might need to make a move there. Did we get any production from any of our other players? Curtis was he was good enough to maintain a role. Samaj Austin played a little bit. Bagley's not a running back or even a running wide receiver. He did have a pretty solid receiving season, all things considered. Joe Ross continues to flash athleticism. We did have some injuries to our O-line defensively. Kevin Dent had 19 sacks. What? That's crazy. All right. Let's see. A couple big retirements, but nothing crippling. Nick Curtis made the All-Rookie team twice. That's pretty great. Tyler Adams. I think it's his second, right? His second MVP after having some really rough seasons. Putting up stats. He was such a good pick by me. I just lost him, you know? All right, with the first overall pick, this is a slam dunk. New face of the franchise, Barry James. He's 6'4". He is accurate. He's not particularly fast, but you don't really need a 6'4" guy. It's either him or Wallace, but Wallace is a bit smaller. Honestly, just not better. So here we go, Barry James. And then to pair with him, I'm going to probably pick up corner. Yeah. Christian Martin could potentially. I think Reginald can stick around at least as a backup. Yeah, I'm not too concerned there. Philip Davis will join our running back core. Nothing major though. All right, so I'm not going to make the same mistake I made with Adams. I'm committing to Barry. He'll do 3 years, 26. Okay. I really do need to try to move Gillard. Maybe if I include a fourth move him. Yeah. Honestly, 2 linebackers is going to help a lot more than Deshaun Gillard will. There's no real reason because I'm going to roll with him whether or not he progs good or bad. Frees up a lot of cap room. Lets me bring back some other guys. We're going to lose an O lineman and Edwards, but Edwards isn't really a loss, all things considered. Ben Adams wants too much money. Glenn Crisp wants too much money. Ballard wants too much money. We'll pick up another good deal, the corner. Pete wants way too much money. We'll pick up Gray, of course. Ebner can stick around. He's fine. Shelley regressed a bit. Philip Davis will come back. I suppose Samaj can come back. Farrell was a pick. Lowry was a pick. Alright, so mostly we're going to want to go after O-linemen, receivers in this free agency. So we'll keep it under, say, $6 million. This first O-line guy. Not seeing much. Most of them won't even sign with me. That's unfortunate. It's not like I'm a bad team. Come on, guys. Come on. Alright. I suppose we'll just pick up one guy or see what else is out there. But first I'm going to look at some wide receivers. Maybe we can get a decent Sean Nelson. Really a running back. He's just kind of transitioning. Oh, he won't even join us? Damn. Can't even pick up a gadget guy. Though he was a pretty big running back, it looks like. We'll pick up Gregor. TJ Jones. I'm hoping he's like real life TJ Jones. Oh, he didn't played on Denver, not Detroit. That's unfortunate. Okay. And I think Patrick Ranger will be our last addition to our receiving core. Let's go look at some safeties. Nothing great out there, but we can pick up at least a young role player. Alright. I think I'll roll the dice. Alright, we're going to go less than $1 million now. One more here. I think that's it. We'll take a look at linebackers and then defensive ends. Maybe we'll end with one of these or 2 of these. We'll see. Alright. Alright, guys. See you next episode, and we'll see how our team does. Let's go Barry Adams. I think I got his name right.